Hey, this is B-Dub, and welcome to a new episode of Clear On My Head. Someone asked productive people for their best tips on staying focused. Here are a few you might want to try. Number 1, take 5 minutes at night to make a to-do list for the next day. Then start with a few easy ones to keep yourself motivated. Now, I use Asana for my to-do list, so I already have it set up for what I'm doing for the week. And I also have checklists when I'm at work of what I need, because a lot of the stuff I do is repetitive. If there's something out of the ordinary that I do need to do, I do put it on my list. And mainly I do it in the morning when I'm at work. So that way I make sure I get it done. But yes, taking 5 minutes to make a to-do list is always good. And plus, when you get up in the morning, like I get up at 1:30 in the morning. And that's more in the middle of the night. So one thing I always do is I will make my bed before I leave. So at least that gives me one task that I've done to start my day. Number 2, maintaining a clean workspace and organize it so everything you need is within arm's length, except maybe your phone. If your phone distracts you a lot, keep it a little further away. That makes sense too, because I know there's times that my phone will be sitting on my desk and I'm doing something and I look down at it and I see a notification or something like that. I'll pick it up, I'll start looking at it, and I'll start searching, social media and it just distracts me. So yes, keep your phone where you can't even see it. That way you're not keen on grabbing it and doing something with it. So that makes sense. Number 3, use a notepad to jot down reminders and other random stuff. Don't let those things sidetrack you when you're trying to focus on something. Just write them down so you can come back to them later. One thing you do have to be careful with doing that, though, is the fact that when you go to write something down, you don't get sidetracked and start doing something else. But that is a good idea because at least it's something you can set up for later. Now, I have the Notes app on my phone and on my tablet. So whichever I have near me, I will usually just type it out, and then that way they just sync with one another, so I have it on both of them. Number 4, start your day with a brisk 20-minute walk. It sharpens your mind without tiring you out. Now, the problem is I get up at 1:30 in the morning, so doing a brisk 20-minute walk doesn't really happen. I mean, we do have a treadmill, but by the time I get up, I'm just giving myself enough time to get ready and get out the door. Now, when I do get to work, I do have to walk from the back of the warehouse up to the offices. That's not 20 minutes, but that's still some time, and that's giving me something to do while I'm, because I'm in the process of doing a task while I'm doing that. So it makes sense. That's kind of what my walk is. Number 5, make sleep a real priority. More REM sleep tends to equal better focus. Well, duh, of course it does. I wish I could get more sleep. I would love to get more sleep. But unfortunately, it doesn't always happen that way. But yes, I do understand that it will equal better focus, because if you don't get enough sleep, you're tired and you don't want to do anything. Not only are you tired, but you're not motivated. Makes sense. Number 6, play music when you're doing chores. See if you can finish a project before a song ends. That's a good idea. I keep music on all the time anyways when I'm at work, or even when I'm here at the house and I'm, if I'm on the computer or something, because it'll keep me moving. If a song comes on that I really like, I can kind of dance in my chair a little bit, because I'm not a dancer to begin with. But at least it's noise. It gives me something to do, because I got to have background noise. I don't like it when it's quiet. Number 7, don't overeat at breakfast and lunch. Eat well, just not so much that it makes you sleepy, which makes sense. They always have that Thanksgiving effect where, you eat a big lunch and then you go back to your desk and you're ready to take a nap. So, yes, I understand that, make it light and stuff like that. With me, it kind of works out better because at lunchtime, I'm at home. So if I have a big lunch and I want to take a nap, that's good because it goes back to the last one about getting sleep and make you feel better. Taking that 30-minute power nap will help out a lot. But anyways, number 8, add some background noise. A person who can't focus in complete silence, like me, said they play YouTube videos of coffee shop sounds. You know something else that's great for background noise? The radio. Or, Pandora, Apple Music, Sirius XM, KW Radio. I mean, whatever you want to use, just, have background noise. I mentioned that previously already. I don't like it when it's quiet because I can't, some people can concentrate. And in some atmospheres, maybe you need it to be quiet, but I like to have the music going or the TV going or just something so it's not so quiet. So that's completely understandable. But anyways, thanks for listening to this episode of Clearing Out My Head. Don't forget you can listen to Clearing Out My Head on all major podcasting platforms. Also, you can check out my podcast page on Spotify where you can listen to past episodes. Check out my social media links or leave me a message. But until next time, this is B-Dub. Thanks for listening, and I hope you join me next time as I continue with Clearing Out My Head.
Show's over. Show's over.
Well, I've so enjoyed our little chat.
Will you get going?
Goodbye.
You're wasting my time, so get out.
My suggestion to you is that you try again tomorrow.
I'll take that advice into account.
Get going.
See ya.
See ya.
It's so hard to say goodbye.